here, and they're going out to set up the drop zone for our paratroopers. We're going to have paratroopers jumping from Whiskey 7, and we see the Stearman starting to launch now, so there'll be no factor to our people setting up the landing zone for our paratroopers. Stearman number 3 giving you a wing wag hello, as only a Stearman pilot can do. They can see you in those open cockpits, so anytime you see a wing waggle like that, feel free to give him a wave back. That gentleman actually has his arm up in the air waving at you. Smoke system on the aircraft. Now that is achieved by to see the airplane when it's flying aerobatics. What it looked like when some of the trainees were first learning how to fly the Stearman. The oil into the exhaust of the aircraft, and it vaporizes, making that smoke. It's pretty much harmless to everybody, but as you're doing these Humpty bumps, like our Stearman guys in the harness, where he's strapped in, he's got a 4-point harness, and they fly from the rear seat. I do air shows across the country, and selection of Stearmans like we have here today. This is great. Now I'm just watching this thing and how much fun it'd be to be up flying. We don't have any Stearman rides available here, but we do have rides. Oh. Yeah, we're going to see both of those fly later on today. But you can actually purchase rides in those aircraft. Museum 10, and they'll talk to you about scheduling a ride to go in some of these historic aircraft. Now we do have helicopter rides available too. Right at the end of the road, we've got a Robertson R44 helicopter. You want to go for a helicopter ride, get over there and get a great perspective. You can see the pilot giving you give me a big wing wag on this pass. Make sure you give a wave back, take off your hat. What a great day to be flying here at Geneseo. Didn't really mention a lot about the aircraft, but these aircraft were used as a primary trainer in World War II. They were used, a lot of these aircraft were used for air shows and crop dusting. The old barnstormers used to go from town to town. So a lot of people would get their first rides in a Stearman. A guy would fly the airplane and drive through town saying, hey, rides available at the Geneseo Airport for $10 or whatever the price was at the time. People would come out, they'd go for their initial ride, they'd get hooked on aviation, and the rest is history. Treat, pleasure to have this many aircraft at the Geneseo Air Show this year. And this will be the last pass of our last aircraft.
Very popular, it's been 7 years, it's still pretty popular. It's a Stearman plane, so I mean, those are biplanes that you see. These biplanes are nice.
All right, folks, momentarily we're going to have the decathlon hook on to Manford Radius and his Salt 47. Whiskey 7, the aircraft based right here. It's a C-47A Skytrain, and they're spooling that aircraft up right now as we speak. So we're covering the Stearman, and we'll be back with a Manford launch and launching our jump. Take this opportunity to remind you to lather effects later on this evening. Elizabeth Slavin, we have something that belongs to you up here at the announcers platform. Elizabeth, if you're missing something, come up and see us. We've got something here for you.